Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're
Visible?
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Paper is completed.
With your permission,
Hi, good evening, everyone. Warm welcome to today's webinar session. We'll allow a couple of more minutes or some seconds to have more participants here. We'll start soon.
Good evening, sir. Shall we start or we have to wait?
You're on mute, ma'am.
Please start, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It gives me an immense pleasure to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all the parents, speakers, and participants joining us for today's insightful live session on What's the Next Big Edge in Engineering Careers? On behalf of Godavari Global University, I, Dr. R. Tamilkodi, Dean, School of Computing, warmly welcome our esteemed academic partner, KPMG, for collaborating with us to bring this valuable learning opportunity to participants. In today's rapidly evolving technological world, engineering is no longer confined to traditional domains. Emerging technologies such as cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, data analytics, and digital transformation are creating exciting career opportunities while also demanding new skills from aspiring engineers. This webinar is an excellent opportunity for the participants to understand current industry expectations, explore future career paths, and gain practical insights from experienced professionals. The knowledge shared today will help you make informed career choices and prepare yourselves to become industry-ready engineers. Today's session, the Cyber Edge, a future-ready pathway in engineering, is both timely and relevant, as cybersecurity has become one of the fastest growing and most preferred career domains across industries. As future engineers, understanding these emerging opportunities and continuously upgrading your skills will be the key to long-term professional success. I encourage all participants to actively engage in this session, listen attentively to our expert talk, ask thoughtful questions, and make the most of this unique opportunity to learn directly from industry leader. Before we begin today's session, let me briefly introduce Godavari Global University. At GGU, we believe that academics excellence must be completed by industry exposure. Through collaborations with leading organizations such as KPMG and other global technology partners, we provide our students with opportunities to learn from industry experts, work on emerging technologies, and develop the skills required for tomorrow's workforce. Our focus is on creating future-ready engineers who are equipped to innovate, lead, and succeed in the digital era. So now I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Mahavir Agarwal, Technical Director at KPMG. He brings extensive experiences in technological consulting, digital transformation, strategy, and program management. He has successfully led and advised several large-scale government and enterprise transformation initiatives, enabling organizations to leverage technology for enhanced operational efficiency and sustainable growth. He is widely recognized for his expertise in business strategy, stakeholder management, innovation, and digital governance. In addition to his professional accomplishments, he is a respected mentor, speaker, and jury member at various technology and innovation forums where he shares valuable insights on emerging technologies, leadership, cybersecurity, and digital transformation. We are truly honored to have such an accomplished industry leader with us today, and that his insights will inspire the participants and equip them with a deeper understanding of the future of engineering careers. I request Mr. Mahavir Agarwal to take the sessions. All are waiting for your talk, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for beautifully setting up the context and very craftfully sharing my introduction. I'm sure I will meet up to the expectations. But yes, let me start today's webinar, right? Okay, so I hope my screen is visible because they say any consultants can't live, breathe, or walk without any kind of slide pack. So we also kind of have come up with some slides. I hope it's visible.
Yes, sir. Your file is visible.
Okay. While ma'am has very much introduced me, so I'll skip my own introduction. But yes, we have been also joined by my colleague Shashwati Alkari, who is currently manager with our cyber strategy team. She brings more than 7 years of experience with herself in data privacy and information security management systems, which is one of the biggest growing and in demand area now in cybersecurity space. And she has immense experience in conducting cybersecurity and data privacy assessments in various sectors, including telecom as well. She has not only worked in India, but also have supported firms across US and Japan based companies as well in cyber domain. So she will also be my co-panelist on this, and she will also share her insights while we speak, right? Okay. Before we kind of jump into actual insights, what I want to share, but something I want to ask you to kind of dig out your devices, mobiles, and do take this very quick poll. You can scan on this QR or you can go to slidea.com and enter this code. There will be a question coming up on your screen once you do this. The question is very simple. Just wanted to understand from your perspective. 10 years back, today we are in 2026. The theme is how the careers in engineering space are changing very rapidly. Just to have a narrative around it, to understand what were the top job roles from your perspective in engineering, which were trending 10 years ago, which is 2016. Had today been 2016, the same day, same date, but 2016 year, what would have been the top job roles in engineering? Yeah, someone is starting inputting. Yeah. Okay, someone is saying software engineer. Okay. I can see 14 people have logged into this as of now. Civil engineering. Okay. I hope no one is facing any disruption in accessing this QR code or through this code via going to slidea.com. Yeah. Software, hacker, developer. Okay. Just give maybe 15 seconds more to understand what our audience feels that what were the top job roles in engineering 10 years back. Don't feel this is not being evaluated. So feel free, and this is anonymized responses coming up. So your name is not coming up here, and we also don't know who is sending what. So share freely your thoughts here. Yeah, engineering scientist. Wow. Okay. So just one thing, I just want to ask my audience, go back 10 years, don't be present, go back in 10 years saying that what were the top job roles? Or let us say you were accompanying your elder brother, sister in any engineering entrance. And there you are also going through a brochure profile where you saw that, okay, these are the job roles which are demanding. So what would be that? Okay, we'll move on just to kind of cover more things in this. But yeah, I've noted a couple of responses which people have shared. Let's go back maybe 10 years back, which I just shared, right? So the situation as per World Economic Forum, the Future of Jobs report was like this, right? Someone who have been reading a report in 2016, for sure, they were saying that architecture and engineering along with computational mathematics are the sectors which are seeing most employment, and hence I will pursue some career in this. And keeping an eye on my future, maybe a couple of years down the line, I see some growth areas in information security analysis or networking. Okay. Some of the key jobs in demand or key growth drivers were something rising middle class in emerging markets, robotics and autonomous transports taking over, advanced manufacturing and 3D printing also contributing to large change in manufacturing the way it has been done traditionally. Internet of Things were connecting different blocks and making it happen remotely as well. And climate change and natural resource, which is evergreen topic from last, I guess, 20 years now. So these were the key growth drivers. If someone were looking in 2016, and what are the picture in terms of engineering as a career or as a landscape. And some of you have beautifully laid out as well that what were some of the job roles which were kind of trending. Just to kind of share from the report as well that yes, network and computer system administrators, web developer, information security analyst, software developer, some of you have rightly pointed out, information system manager, and many more. But just to kind of give an idea that these were the job roles emerging or kind of looking as a booming for careers to build on in 2016. Let's walk 5 years down the line from 2016. Anyone, maybe in chat they can put, but 5 years down the line, which means 2021, wherein COVID hit us. And hence the job roles, the scenario around it completely changed. How come? There were massive demand for job roles like supply chain specialist, e-commerce, digital content creators, freelancers, health tech, as COVID also kind of put that part. EdTech, software development was still be there from 2016 as we saw. Data analytics, digital marketing, graphic design. These are all the job roles which were trending in 2021. If you see a pattern here, all of these job roles have a digital layer attached to it, right? Why? Because COVID amplified that need to have that digital part of it, because all the physical movement was very much curtailed, controlled, and hence there was a digital layer was required, whether the way we shop, the way we kind of see the content, right? You might have seen a lot of web series coming up in that time because we were not able to go to cinemas, right? And hence we were not also were able to go to malls and all, and hence e-commerce took up a larger extent. Our non-essential medical things were also moved to health tech. Students across different learning stages were moved to online learning, and hence EdTech emerged at that time. And analytics, because a lot of data being footprint has been left over by these, all the value chains, and hence data analytics also become a center stage at that time, right? We'll just move on. Just please keep being glued onto this, because the journey which we are taking from 2016 to 2021, and I'll just go back to audience to ask, what do you think now in 2026? We have seen the scenario in 2016, 2021. What do you guys think that is trending now in 2026? You can use the QR code or the slidia.com and this 8-digit code to log in, or the ones who are already logged in, they can just see the screen or the presentation slide has changed for them in that screen. Just keep your inputs coming in here. Perfect. AI. Okay. Very well. So I think pattern is emerging, right? AI taking a center stage here. Okay. Fair enough. You guys keep coming, pouring on the responses. We'll see AI augmented everywhere. Very good. We'll go back to our kind of deck. We saw the journey from 2016, what job roles were emerging. 2021, COVID hit, digital layer coming in. 2026, what we are seeing, some of the job roles are being displaced in terms of data entry and admin roles are moving away. Generic software coding, they are also moving away. Graphic design and content generation, the job role around that are moving away because Gen AI is taking over that space. Now, many of you may have used one or the other Gen AI platform, maybe Gemini or anything else, just to create something from AI, which you would have asked maybe some graphic designer or a content generator 5 years back. But now that demand has drastically come down. But at the same time, they're having new job roles emerged out of it, which are AI and big data specialists, networks and cybersecurity, cloud architects, AI/ML engineers, digital forensics, and so many. These all are revolving around a common theme, which are AI, networks, cybersecurity, systems, engineering, networking, all these things, right? So these all job roles are being seen as a new job roles, which is shifted from the older job roles which were there. I understand the audience may come from different background or they have different aspirations from engineering as well. Just to cover that part, if I take some of the engineering streams, computer science, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, right? The demand is not going down. The job roles for each of them may have taken a new shape. For example, in computer science, we can see that cybersecurity specialist is now in huge demand. AI and ML specialist is also in huge demand. Similarly, for civil engineering, the way civil engineering used to operate has changed a lot. In a way, the smart infrastructure specialist, you may see that now government is also pushing smart city concept, wherein civil engineers in newer avatar is required, and hence civil engineering, what we taught 10 years back, may not hold good now, and hence newer things are also being taught in engineering, who especially specialize in the civil engineering. So most of you have said that AI. Now AI has totally changed the landscape overall, right? And these facts may change the moment we kind of change to next slide, and will further change when we kind of close this webinar as well. That means the data is very much dynamic. The landscape around AI is changing a lot, right? But to give some projections, what leading reports also point out is that AI will create newer 170 million jobs across global by 2030, which is next 4 years. But at the same time, as we saw, AI is creating new roles, but kind of displacing some of the existing roles as well. So half of the existing job roles which we see is maybe kind of get displaced, but newer job roles or new jobs will be created through AI, right? So that means disruption is now not an option, right? It's already underway, it's happening. 5 years back, we could have think that, okay, what is AI? I don't even care what AI will take up. But now the scenario is already set, AI, how it will kind of impact. Just putting it in another perspective, saying that existing job skills which are there in the market or in the current corporate workforce, close to 40% of those skills are also going to be obsolete or will change in drastic format in next 4 years. There may be what is the implication on academics in this? The engineering textbook which may you study today, we don't know whether 4 years down the line the same thing will hold good in your job market when you enter the job market. We'll come to this point later when how we are solving this problem in form of industry integrated programs. But just to give more facts around this, AI as a buzzword, that now 63% of employers globally are kind of taking this as an area to upskill their current workforce, because they feel that this is one of the barrier to business transformation in the way it is happening. The competitors are also have already taken a leap of faith, and now others are following the suit, right? Close to 3.5 million digitally skilled professional is what India is needing by end of this year. And if we see, while AI is bringing newer things to overall employment sector or the way we think, the way we operate, but it also brings its own challenges to manage. Largely, I will talk about how the AI and cybersecurity will go hand in hand, right? Because AI, while it has its own opportunities to offer, and the way we think, the way we structure our work, the way we take help of AI in smallest of our daily life to any of our business needs. But at the same time, AI is making cyber attacks faster, more efficient, more scalable, which means the threats, the frauds happening around it is increasing seconds by seconds, if not minute by minute. Okay. The AI-powered attack tools are increasingly available, sometimes freely available as well, which means the cyber threats can happen at any point of time to anyone. Because the way they are doing the sophistication, they are using some kind of social engineering tools, techniques they are using is making targets very easy targets to kind of get trapped into that and then losing their data, privacy, or sometimes financial loss as well, right? I'm not going to touch upon all these because in one or the other way, all these that while AI is bringing up the changing the space or transforming the way we are working, but at the same time, cyber adversaries are also kind of happening through the advent of this AI in our daily life. Which means cybersecurity is of course important, and we almost have close to 3 million small businesses in India, which has less than 1,000 employees as a kind of base, but which are vulnerable to cyber attacks because they might not have foolproof systems which larger organization put in place, but smaller businesses, they might not have put those kind of checks. And hence they are very much vulnerable, those cyber attacks. If we see another aspect that likelihood of a breach in any system is now grown up to like 64% or so. And these data points are not made up. These are very much reported by true sources. And if we see these breaches are happening, but who is responsible for this is something like incidence of human error. And but the good thing about this is that human error can be minimized or avoided by cyber education, right? So we'll see how we can kind of cover that part. But for a moment, let me step back how the landscape globally is shaping in cybersecurity. Globally, if we see there is a close to 20% increase in roles revolving around cybersecurity or cyber area, which is roughly, if we say 4.8 million roles are there or jobs are there as of now. Out of which, if we see 3.4 million is a gap in APAC, as Asia Pacific only, and India takes a larger share of this because sheer size of its economy, the diversity, the investments in tech, infra, AI, and everything is happening, and hence cyberspace is also kind of growing along. Right? 88% of organizations have experienced a significant security consequence. Why? Because the cyber resilient workforce or cyber skills were not there for their workforce in that sense. Coming back to India's cybersecurity landscape, we see that close to some reports have put out like 369 million cybersecurity incidents have happened in 2025 year alone. That means any day we have experienced more than 1 million cybersecurity incidents. I am a bit weak in maths, but roughly I can say maybe by second base, in every second we have crossed maybe 10,000 plus incidents happening across India. And at the same time, we have seen this number is fifth globally in terms of data breaches, which is like 32% of overall global breaches happening in any country in 2023. Just to take an example, in 2024 May, a major ransomware attack happened across several hospitals in Bombay and Delhi, which kind of targeted very personal data or sensitive data of patient records, which kind of impacted a lot on the health side and on the patient service side and creating a lot of operational disruption. I'm not kind of reading out those numbers because these numbers you are very well aware and you could have gone through as well. What I'm kind of painting a picture is that all this hints to one thing. While engineering careers have changed, things are emerging from AI and related areas. Cybersecurity takes a center stage. In India, there are over 1 million cybersecurity related job openings are there. In fact, we have seen what market predicts that the cybersecurity professionals demand will grow more than 2x in coming 4 years, the time you will graduate from this program. But how to kind of gain these skills for cybersecurity related domain? And as a learning and development professional, we have seen a lot of graduates entering workforce and also in our firm as well. And we put those 5 critical skills which are required for any fresher or any entry-level graduate, entry-level talent to join any corporate, any sector, any function. We see how they are ready to put the context which they have been taught in the classroom to business, which means business readiness is first, professional fluency is second, third is functional fluency, fourth is experiential exposure, and over and all about this, how well you are effectively communicating in business sense to your peers, to your seniors, juniors, internal stakeholders, external stakeholders, different level of stakeholders, right? So these are the 5 critical skills or skill buckets we put for each of the person we kind of hire and test them across. And not only us, most of the corporates are putting these skills as a test factor. If I go back 10 years back when 11 years back when I did my MBA and I was entering the job market again, job descriptions were very much simple, saying that, okay, you have done this degree, you have this work X, fine, good. You are kind of given a filtration round to second level. But now the job descriptions also read about skills. What skills we are looking at it. The degree is there, the experience is there, but those are basic hygiene factor now. But the skills takes the winning move here. And the good or bad thing about skills, if we put in 2 ways, hardcore and kind of soft skills, where soft skills is something which are transferable as well. And we say as a concept which is called shelf life of skill, which is now in a way which we say that 63% of that skill or most of that skill will get redundant after a period of time. That time for hard skills is less than a year now because of AI and tech digital transformations, disruptions happening. But the soft skills, we see there is a large, still a go way in that in terms of shelf life of that skills, all because those are very much required across functions, across job roles. So just wanted to bring that point across to all my audience today that these are the 5 skills which you should focus upon when you pursue any degree program or choose those courses, program, and keep a constant eye that, okay, how I'm going to fit into this. Because 4 years down the line, these will still be relevant and you need to demonstrate this skills proficiency when you are sitting in your interview room. So how these things are aligned, how these just something came up in my mind that now that industry aligned programs are also kind of coming up, because when I mentioned that honing skills is very important now, and who is better placed there other than industry who works in and out with the clients in the dynamic work, in the dynamic employment landscape here. So industry knows very well that, okay, what job roles we are working with, what job roles are required, right? Or will be there in 1 year, 2 year, 4 years down the line, what competencies they need to demonstrate across technical, behavioral, cognitive competencies. And accordingly, all these across these competencies, what skills will be required and hence what tools will be there. And hence those industry aligned programs are designed. As ma'am started that KPMG is an academic partner with Godavari Global University for one of the programs, which is in the BTech computer science with specialization in cybersecurity. We offer these industry aligned or market relevant courses in cybersecurity. These are 9 courses which are delivered across 4-year program. And if you see, each of them are taken up from future perspective. These are focused on what 4 years down the line, 3 years down the line will be still in demand. And each of them is a pathway in its own. For example, someone wants to go deeper into identity access management. There are number of job roles in IAM itself. Digital forensics, another pathway altogether. This way, any computer science engineering graduate will diversify his or her pathways or career pathways down the line once they kind of graduate from this program, right? As I mentioned, AI also is there, and hence AI for cybersecurity is also one of the course which we are going to teach as a part of this program. Our KPMG learning experience, we bring live case studies with our own real data sets, KPMG professionals, only our own practitioners. For example, Shashwati, my colleague, is there, or someone from her team will come and teach all the classes. These are very much on our own goal and they do it. We have project-based learning concept wherein people work on mini projects while doing these courses, and then they get hands-on applied learning part. And we believe in industry-focused frameworks. That's how we have selected these courses as well. I will take a pause here and maybe I will stop sharing my screen as well. I'll ask maybe our audience to have any kind of interactions, questions, and I'll ask Shashwati as well to come in and share her thoughts maybe very briefly.
Thank you, Mahavir. So hello, everyone. Good evening. And I'll quickly introduce myself. I'm Shashwati and I am a manager with the firm. I have been with the firm for close to around 7.5 to 8 years now. And my experience largely is into data privacy. While I've also worked on ISMS, business continuity, PIMS, as well as connected car security of a few of the major players in the industry. While again, as already Mahavir has highlighted that there has been a lot of traction around cybersecurity as well as AI, it is very imperative as well as it is very important for us to be on pace with what the industry requires. So we are here to help on these aspects, and we would be happy to have any questions from the audience if they want to direct anything towards us. I'd leave the stage open.
Shashwati, one question has come up saying that will AI replace cybersecurity professionals or create more opportunities? Would you like to take a attempt at it?
Definitely. I think given that there are certain fields wherein we are seeing a lot of traction on AI, we cannot fully say that AI can replace human intelligence because areas such as ISMS or data privacy which would definitely require intervention of experts or consultants wherein they would want to train a certain framework or create a certain framework which is specific to the organization of an industry. Uh, AI would definitely be an add-on to help smoothen the framework or smoothen the process for the organization. However, we cannot completely say that AI would take over that. Yes, it is going to be an important tool wherein we can leverage the functionalities and help organizations be up to the mark with technologies and integrations that they want to implement in the products, keeping it very user friendly and up to the industry marks. But yes, that would definitely be an add-on for us.
So just to, while others are typing in their clarifications, just to add on what Shashwati just brought out, right? As I mentioned in my presentation as well, AI is bringing opportunities and hence and also creating some opportunities for cybersecurity area as well, because it is bringing its own problem for cyber area. That's where cyber professionals are required to kind of solve those problems around in that area. So there is no replacement happening, but yes, creating newer job roles for cyber area as well. Okay, with cybersecurity evolving rapidly, how secure is it as a long-term engineering career?
Yeah. Definitely a very four-sided thing. Yes, there are certain integrations and courses coming up which would help us be very up to the mark with what the industry requires right now. Yes, it is a very long-term career, I must say. And the reason why I say this is because due to the rapid growth in the technology, as well as how the AI models are behaving right now, you can see I mean, even if you pick up a simple website, like for a shopping website or a grocery website, you see that there are a lot of chatbots. Now, to train those chatbots, definitely a human interaction would be required, so as to let the chatbot know what is required or what is expected out of them, and what, how to make it a little bit of user friendly. So yes, definitely that is one aspect of the career. Cybersecurity, AI, data privacy, for that matter, would definitely be a very fruitful career option to choose.
So if you believe in AI to be a long-term thing, so is cybersecurity, because both will
Definitely.
go hand in hand, and cybersecurity may emerge, may go well up, cross that as well, right? Okay. Students often associate cybersecurity with ethical hacking and all. So my question is, what does industry actually look like beyond that stereotype, and where are the biggest opportunities? This is very relevant question. I think you should answer because you are very much into this, right? So ethical hacking is one part of it, which I think we saw maybe 10 years back. But now cybersecurity has gone leaps and bounds beyond that ethical hacking.
Definitely.
Right. So that's why we also cover as a part of our program as one of the course is ethics governance in and around cybersecurity. So why don't you kind of go deeper into this?
Okay. So while I say, I mean, as you've already highlighted, Mahavir, that ethical hacking is a subset of hacking, or maybe cybersecurity, which again is, an area which we would like to not, go deeper into. But yes, while, we have a lot of inflow about security aspects or security assessments coming in, yes, we do explore this area as well, and we see how we can make our organizations more secure, so that, so as to be protected from, the zero day attacks or ransomware attacks or any kind of cybersecurity leakages for that matter. So yes, beyond that stereotype, a lot of opportunities are there, wherein, we are expecting our consultants or the technologists to be technically so skilled that they would help our clients or the organizations to be compliant in such a way that we can prevent such mishaps.
Very well narrated. I think so. So I'll skip one question from Sharendra ji, which will take up later. I'm skipping as a parking that question, which is very important now. But I'm moving on to other questions. Is can students from any engineering branch pursue a career in cybersecurity?
Definitely. I think
Beauty
Mahavir,
of this.
I would be the best example for this. So for everyone's information, I do not come from an engineering background. I come from a commerce background, and for me, yes, this transition was a bit difficult because to build that technology, hands-on experience was something that I had to work on quite extensively. But yes, engineering students would definitely have that leverage because they are already dealing with technology. So yes, that would be a very good career option for them. Cybersecurity is a very vast field, and I think there would be a lot of choices that the students can opt for.
Yeah, and I think 7 years back, 8 years back, when you were doing your commerce program, right? At that time, industry integrated programs were also not in that great
Yes.
demand, right?
Absolutely.
And hence this program which we are doing with Godavari Global University, wherein we bringing the industry concept, right, industry aligned skills into this. They will even make the students job ready from day one.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You took some time to know the technologies, know
Yes.
the know-how behind how these things work. But people who are doing this program may need not to invest that much because they will be doing applied learning while they are doing this program, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Uh, okay. So I think our co-host have put a question. Ma'am has put a question saying that with rapid advancements in AI, automation, and emerging technologies, what would be your advice to engineering aspirants with choosing the right branch?
Okay. One
Okay.
thing that I always, suggest to anyone who's coming for guidance is always look for what interests you more. Uh, I chose data privacy because, while I was completing my master's, I think GDPR was the hot topic in industry, and it had just was formalized, and the curiosity around the topic was so much that it built that in me to maybe explore more about the area. So I wouldn't say to choose a particular path only because it has a lot of traction. Always go for the option which interests you more. I know that AI is definitely something that is the hot topic of the market right now. Just not the AI, but we have VAPT, we have ISMS, we have BCMS, we have data privacy, we have a lot of fields in cybersecurity as well. So I would suggest all of the students to read about all of the areas, all of the branches of cybersecurity, and then choose the best one for them.
I have one top-up answer to this. Students should choose something which gives them diverse career pathways.
Definitely.
For example, maybe I'm not putting any engineering stream here. Some engineering streams may give you some career pathways, and some others might give you diverse pathways. For example, cybersecurity or computer science as such, the way computer science graduates were just going for coding or tech jobs may have changed. Largely the entry level jobs have kind of shaped differently now. Cybersecurity, as we shown in our deck as well, that 9 different courses and each course being a pathway in itself. So the students should choose such a program which gives them varied options when they graduate. They can choose any pathway, and hence any company wherever they want to interested to go in, they can go deeper into that particular area. Right? Okay.
Sir, we have a question that which cybersecurity skills will be the highest demand over next 5 to 10 years? Is it possible for us to predict now?
Okay, I think Shailendra ji has put this question. That's why I parked this question. That
Okay.
what skills should student develop to build a successful career in cybersecurity by 2030, right?
Okay.
So, okay, there is no right answer, but there are 2 types of skills, as I mentioned. One is technical skill, one is more of a non-technical skill. Non-technical skill, which we bucketed account with whether the business business fluency, functional fluency, right? Business readiness, all these things, effective communication, all these things need to be there. In tech skills, the space is evolving day by day, hour by hour, and all, right? And that's the beauty of this industry integrated program, because every year they kind of take a seat back and look that, okay, what and how industry has changed. We be coming from industry itself, seeing it through our own practice, we can very much update the course as it goes, basically, right? So the students pursuing this program need not to worry about that, because our courses are upgraded in that line. Skills part, we keep on updating. As I said, we take a very much holistic view of the value chain, the job role which are emerging, the competency which are associated with those job roles, what skills are required, and hence what tools, softwares, techniques need to be taught. So that part is covered in this integrated program.
Okay. Sir, one more question is from participant side. Is coding is mandatory for career in cybersecurity? Because nowadays we are saying as no code, low code, and so many tools has come and we are explored to use those codes. So what is your opinion about this?
Even software developers are not using that basic coding now.
Okay.
So cybersecurity is very far from that part. So in fact, many of those my friends in software field maybe have settled abroad as well. They also share the story that with this cloud A and other things coming in, right? And new LLM is coming, all the new platforms coming in. They don't even have to code what they used to do maybe 5 years back. They just take that open source codes and kind of do that coding part. In cybersecurity, there is no coding as such required, right? But yes, understanding of how systems work, how systems talk to each other, how networks talk to each other, because that's where your resilience, especially from cyber resilience, come into picture. someone is attacking or trying to hack your system, and as a defender, you need to be aware that okay, what is something talking behind it. You might need not to be technically that into depth part of it, but yes, you should be aware that what is something is happening behind the scenes, right? So
Sir,
yeah.
Actually, we are discussing more about cyber security. I will put one more question, that how AI will beat this or strengthen when we are comparing with the cyber security? Did AI can break the security what we have given?
Okay, I think Mahavir, I think I should
Yeah,
take this one.
AI can strengthen or threaten the cyber security if it beats whatever the security algorithms what we have implemented. Is it
While
possible for the AI to break?
Shashwati will for sure go in deeper, but for very simple answer is it will strengthen. It will not
Yes, sir.
threaten. But yes,
Okay.
Shashwati can go in deeper because from her domain experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a very practical example on how I am experiencing things right now. Uh, a lot of I'm working for a payment gateway client, and I see that they are using AI to build systems in such a way that they can lessen security breaches, any incidents that may have happened due to even minor coding errors, or if you can say integration errors. So I definitely see AI strengthening the company's framework for security, for cyber security, for any integrations for that matter. So I definitely see this as a plus point, which the industry is going to use and is using, of course, and would definitely be using in the coming years as well. And using AI to even strengthen their security posture as well as privacy posture is something that every company is forcing right now. Tool integrations again is something that is being done through AI's help as well. So that is definitely something that is used as a positive aspect.
Okay.
Ma'am, just to add on,
Yes.
this is same thing which we kind of experience in our daily life. And hence, when I started my presentation today, I took intentionally that route from that how AI is taking a center stage, because most of our audience also said that yes, trending is AI, but at the same time, how AI is integrating into cybersecurity, how AI is creating openings for cybersecurity as a area, and so both will go hand in hand for sure. And who will beat fast? No one can comment. But yes, cybersecurity will have its own track pathways to offer for employees for longer time. Yeah, okay. So I think Vinay is asking a question that somewhere we might have mentioned that cybersecurity is field where industry exposure is really important for sure. How much of the learning is actually hands-on and practical compared to classroom theory? What can students realistically expect? Asking with a perspective of parent. Very well articulated question and very pertinent as well. That's the I'll try to kind of answer this question from various point of view. Yes, it is true that cybersecurity is an area where industry exposure is required. And hence, our courses, which we are going to teach is part of this program, are 70%, 60% to 70% are applied learning, wherein we just teach very basics, conceptual learning part of it so that the students know kind of technicalities of it. But then rest of it, they have to do from project-based learnings, right? So that is one part of it. Second, we give them online learning management system portal, LMS portal, wherein labs are already integrated into it. There is a environment already created wherein students can go and plug and play all the different things, different scenarios, right? Which gives them a simulated environment that how businesses work. This gives them a safe environment that okay to work and all. At the same time, we also conduct a lot of hackathons, wherein one team will form maybe a blue team and whose job is to safeguard the environment, and other team will be red team where they will be their job is to hack basically. So that gives a lot of practical aspect to them in a way that okay, yes, as a cyber attacker, what all things required or what is the psyche of a cyber attacker, and hence the red team gives that kind of experience. And the blue team gives them an experience of how as a defender, which is the most important role here, gives them an aspect. Coming to the hands-on and practical compared to classroom theory, I don't want to go in technicality part of it, how we do structure, because there is a pedagogy which we kind of follow here, is, as I said, largely 60-70% is more of a practical part of it. And classroom theory is very, very minimal. Just to cover that kind of basic knowledge required so that the students are able to apply that practical part. What students can realistically expect, I just kind of brief that the LMS, the environment, and also the practitioners coming from KPMG only teaching, wherein they are kind of giving experiential aspect of teaching, because these are the professionals who have been living those engagements in day-to-day life with our clients. So and hence they can walk those engagements through, they live that kind of engagements and hence share those narratives around it with students in the classroom. So there is an idea which is going in that these students with experiential learning component, which they have kind of have in their degree program, are better prepared for jobs compared to other peers who might have not having experienced that kind of thing. I usually bring a concept of academic question versus employability question. But I have not brought up in this because we wanted more time for our audience to ask questions, which is in nutshell is saying that employability question is higher, wherein industry is integrated and industry is bringing that live cases, business related problems, and hands-on exercises, which is the kind of crux of our program here. Right. Sorry, I think we have missed one question. There are models online that claim to breach anything on internet like Cloud8, Mythos. How can we use counter LLMs to counter this? Like things which are already deployed and in production, how can we secure them? I'm assuming, Abhinavji, you must be very well active in this space because the question you have asked is really kind of very what we have been seen in day-to-day life as well. Shashwati, if you have anything, because this needs something very detailed answer here.
I think this is a topic of discussion and debate. So I would just maybe, give a very high level view of this. By counter LLMs, if you mean that, using defensive AI against malicious models, the key principle that we follow is don't trust the user's input, don't trust the model's output, and don't give the model direct control over critical systems. So, company these days are using LLM firewalls, guardrails, just so that, the output that reaches the applications or is something that can be detected. Multi-model validation again is something that we consider while, we discuss this point. A lot of other factors are also there which give us a thought process on how we can keep this model secure. So if we discuss about it, it would be a separate course structure as well, Mahavir. So I think on a very high level, yes, things are already there, and I mean technology is there to definitely keep the LLM secure. So that is what I can say right now.
I think somewhere we didn't take up questions from Q&A section as well. But
Yeah.
some of them questions we have already covered in the sense that which cybersecurity skills will be highest demand, which we have covered. How can students with no prior industry experience can build a strong resume? I think you are answering this question typing. Which cybersecurity skills will be highest demand? Again, same question. Is coding mandatory? No, we have kind of taken that question. How can engineering students prepare themselves for first year? Oh, wow, to secure placements in leading companies. That is a mind shift basically we need to do. And that's why these kind of industry integrated programs prepare you from day one actually. That okay, how industry thinks. So that's where you also kind of attune to that understanding or that setting. How can students with how can students identify whether cybersecurity is the right career choice for them? Okay, so I think we have covered in a way that how can they identify. It's more of an area of interest for them for sure. It's not like one size fits for all. Otherwise, we will not have job roles in other domains. We all would have a fun of living in a monotonous life all across cybersecurity specialists moving around. But yes, cybersecurity is a domain which is going to be in demand, and it all totally depends on person's aspirations to be a part of it, right? Because if you want, we can have one-to-one session as well to kind of to help you understand whether you have a strong inclination to a particular program or in a field in such, right? Why only KPMG? We are not saying you join this KPMG program. Why only KPMG is not any idea of this webinar as well. The idea was to spread awareness about the job roles for the engineering, what newer how the career landscape has changed for engineering as such. B in computer science space as well. What are newer areas are coming up, and cybersecurity as well. We wanted to go in deeper. That's why the cyber edge for them. It's not that you have to kind of take it from KPMG only, right? So KPMG being a kind of academic partner with GGU, and hence being kind of extended this knowledge session for students here, right? So I think we have covered very much, and we are on time as well, ma'am. Thank you so much for hosting us and giving this opportunity to interact with this audience. We look forward for having all of these students in our classroom, maybe in maybe 4 or 5 weeks down the line. Over to you, ma'am. Back to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Before we are going for the concluding session, I want to brief about this Godavari Global University and what are the schools which are offered in this. So among Godavari Global University, we are having School of Engineering, which covers all BTech specializations with EC, EEE, mechanical, automobile, civil engineering, and mining. Followed by we are offering post-graduation course also with MTech, CAD/CAM, power systems, structural engineering, VLSI, and embedded systems. And also a PhD program is offered under the School of Engineering. While we are going for School of Computing, we are having computer science with AI and ML, data science, cybersecurity, and we are having BCA followed by MCA also, and post-graduation courses like computer science and engineering, CSC, artificial intelligence, data science, cybersecurity, and offering PhD program with computer science and engineering. And we are having School of Allied Health Sciences, where various life sciences courses are introduced, like anesthesia and operation theater technologies, renal dialysis technologies, optometric technology, BPT, medical laboratory technologies, cardiac perfusion technologies. If you are saying about School of Pharmacy, where we are offering B Pharmacy, PharmD, PharmaD, followed by PhD programs also, along with M.Pharm programs like pharmaceutical analysis, pharmaceutical quality assurance, pharmaceutics, pharmacology, and pharmaceutical technology. And we are having School of Agricultural Sciences under both BTech program as well as BSc Honors degree. Followed by School of Sciences. The courses offered in School of Sciences is BSc Computer Science, BSc Artificial Intelligence, BSc Data Science, BSc Animation, BSc Forensic Science, BSc Cyber Forensics, BSc Chemistry, Physics, MBA, and we are offering PhD programs in all the School of Sciences. And this year we have included Telugu and Sanskrit also under PhD program. And we are talking about this academic partners. Now we have that industry leaders with KPMG, and we are having a collaborations with IBM, followed by we are already having that Center of Excellences with Virtuosa, where these companies will come to our places and they will be offering internships to our students. And we are having foreign collaborations where our researchers, faculty members, along with students can have rapport with these universities. And the labs, what we are having about a specialized cybersecurity lab is there to do all our laboratory experiments. And we are having a computer labs, more than 6 to 7 labs only for School of Computing has been established, where the students can get hands-on experiences. And if we are looking for this academic systems and expectations, where we are having choice-based credit system, in which we are allowing the students to choose their courses, and that evaluations will be of continuous internal assessments followed by semester exams will be there. We are maintaining an ERP called Campex, which can be useful for the students to go through all their courses, what are all the things happening in the universities. And we are following this outcome-based education system where the emphasis will be given for practical skill developments. So thank you all for joining us. And before we are concluding this, I would express my sincere gratitude to our esteemed keynote speaker, Mr. Mahavir Agarwal, for sharing his valuable insights, industry experience, and practical guidance on emerging technologies, cybersecurity, and future engineering careers. Your thought-provoking session has provided our participants with a clear understanding of the skills, mindsets, and opportunities required to succeed in today's rapidly evolving digital world. A special word of thanks to all our participants for your enthusiastic participation, thoughtful questions, and active engagement throughout the sessions. I would also thank the organizing team, technical support team for their dedicated efforts in making this webinar. With this, we conclude today's webinar. Once again, thank you all for your valuable time and participation.
Before we kind of log off, just wanted to share one more thought.
Yes,
That
sir,
the program which we are offering here also has content supported from Macquarie University, Australia, which is one of the top 150 renowned institution across the globe. The content has been provided from their side, which is locally contextualized by us and delivered by us. The certificate which students will get after this will be in addition to the degree which they are going to get from Godavari Global University, and the certificate will have the recognition from KPMG and Macquarie University, Australia, as a certificate for them, as a recognition, as an acknowledgement that yes, they have taken this course, which add value to the employment aspect. Sorry, Anantu, we could not take your question, but we can take it offline, maybe through LinkedIn. I'm just cautious of time, and because it's been a Friday evening. But yes, your question is valid, and we can take it offline for sure. Thank you so much, everyone, for turning on and coming and joining this session. We look forward to each one of you in our classrooms. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sachin.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.